and welcome to Hampden Academy. My name is Mr. Raymond. I am the assistant principal here at HA. Due to our current COVID-19 pandemic, you as an incoming freshman or new student to Hampden Academy never got the chance to go through and have a tour and become familiar with the building before you come in the fall. So I'm going to take you on a walking tour of our building over the summer, and that way you can become a little more acclimated to the building, learn where you're going, see a couple highlights throughout the building. That way when the fall comes and you're ready to come back to school, you are a little more familiar with it and feel much more comfortable. If after the video, or even at this point, if you have questions, please feel free to email me. My email is nraymond@rsu22.us, and I would be happy to answer your question, and if I don't know the answer, I'll be happy to reach out to someone who does and get back to you as quick as I can. Before we go on the walking tour, I'd like to give you a little bit of information about Hampden Academy. First of all, we opened up this building in 2012. Our building still looks new, looks great. What I would ask of you, as you're joining the Hampden Academy community and family, I would ask that you respect other people, respect yourselves, and certainly respect the building. If we can all do our part in respecting everyone, then this building will last a significant amount of time and many years for others to enjoy as well. Hampden Academy currently has approximately 800 students. We run on an A-B schedule, which means that one day will be an A day, the very next day will be a B day, the following day after that will revert back to an A day, and so on and so forth throughout the rest of the year. We have 4 quarters throughout our school year. The first day of school for freshmen and new students will be Tuesday, September 1st. Our school day begins at 8 a.m. and we have a bell that rings at 7:55, and that is an indication for students to move along to their first period class so that they are not late. If students arrive into class after 8 a.m., they are considered to be late to school for the day. So please make sure that you are in your classroom to start the day by 8 a.m. Our school day ends at 2:02. Buses, all RSU 22 buses, will pick up students along the bus loop, which is the long part of the building, technically the front part, and parents may pick up their students in the parent loop, which is near the main entrance here on the side. We serve 3 lunches a day, approximately 10:55, 11:35, and 12:15. All 3 lunches are 25 minutes long, and they are built into our period 3 during the day. A supply list will come to all students and will be posted on our website. Generally speaking, all classes will require a notebook of some sort with paper, a writing utensil, and any specific items for a particular subject area or class will be listed on that supply list. You will receive a computer when you come to school in the fall. If you choose to use your own device, feel free to let our technology office know that, and they will just choose not to issue you a computer. But if you would like one, you will have the opportunity to have one. We are going to move along to the tour now. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you soon. As we begin our tour, we're going to start outside of the building as if you were walking in on any given morning. You enter the building into the main entrance just below the Hampden Academy sign, and as you enter in, you'll see 3 sets of doors. Take the ones on the right. It specifically says enter here, and as you enter in, you'll come to another set of doors which will then take you into the main lobby of the building. As we proceed into the main lobby of the building, right in front of you, you will see our grand staircase. To the left will be the music hallway, and over to our right will be the entrance to the main office. Located inside the main office, you will be greeted by one of the 3 secretaries. In there is the principal
assistant principal, athletic director, and our school resource officer. As we move from the lobby towards the dining commons, on our right is the computer lab. To our left will be the entrance to the Performing Arts Center. We're going to start out by going down into the first floor academic area so that you can see what it is like and where all the classrooms are located on the first floor. Looking straight ahead into those doors, that is the area that you would leave to find the buses after school. Over to the right is the entrance to the student services where you'll find the nurse and school counselors. To our left is the hallway, and just behind us to our left a bit are the restrooms, the men's and women's restrooms located near the front part of the building. As we proceed down the first floor has many different classrooms. We have all of our math classes. We have our tech ed program, which is on the right. Currently, what we're looking at right now are the art rooms. And as we continue to move throughout the first floor, other rooms that you will find will be 3 special ed classrooms. And at the very end of the hall will be our alternative ed program. As we move closer to where our multipurpose room is located, you will see to our left that this is a back hallway to more bathrooms and the dining commons and multipurpose area. Moving down the rest of the hallway, as I mentioned, we are getting towards the alternative ed program, which is on our right, as we proceed to the end of the first floor and are approaching a large stairwell where we can head up to the second and third floor, and straight ahead is an entrance or exit door that will lead us out to our turf field. Now we're going to check out our music hallway, but to do so we are going to revert back to the main lobby and take that left as soon as we enter into the building and head down the music hallway. Down this music hallway, you will be able to find our chorus room and our band room. Moving beyond the 2 classrooms, you will find our black box, which may be used for music classes or other classes throughout the building looking to reserve it. And at the end of this hallway on our left-hand side is our scene shop, where we can build much larger sets inside that room as we have taller ceilings. And over to the right is the stage door entrance. We're going to look at is the back locker room hallway and our fitness area. In order to get there, we're going to have to go to the complete opposite end of the building, just beyond the dining commons. And we're going to see down this hallway, on our right-hand side, will be our foods classroom and family life. Another special ed setting coming up on our right-hand side. And then the fitness center hallway, which will lead to the fitness center that is available for students to use after school, staffed by one of our staff members. But we'll come back to that in a moment. As we proceed further down the hallway, just to the left, you'll see the back entrance to our locker rooms, with the ladies' locker room on the right-hand side and the gentlemen's locker room on the left. We're now going to move on to the second floor, but to make things easier for everyone, we're going to start back into that lobby again. We're going to move up to the grand staircase right as you came into the main lobby, and we're going to access the second floor from there. There are other ways to access the second floor, but just to make it a little easier and make you a little more comfortable, we're going to go this direction, and I'm certain that the longer you're in our building, maybe a day or two, you'll become much more comfortable and you'll have no problem getting to the second floor and finding out where you are. As we approach the second floor and get to the top, what we call the mezzanine, there are a number of sitting areas for students before or after school. We also do allow students to have some lunch up there if everyone is picking up after themselves and keeping things tidy. From the mezzanine, we move towards the second floor academic area, where we come across our only set of bathrooms on the second floor, with the ladies on the right, gentlemen on the left. And as we proceed, we can see the staircase that leads down to the first floor and also up to the third floor. We now see the entrance to our learning center, as well as the back entrance to the library. Panning over to our left, we're going to now look down the second floor hallway. Very similar to the first floor, just a different color. You can see that we have lockers lining the entire right-hand side as you move down the hallway. The second floor consists of a few more content areas. You're going to find English, our Jobs for Maine Graduates program, our Social Studies department, Health, and lastly, World Languages at the end of the hallway. Each one of our hallways has 2 printers. Students have access to the printers. They are located towards the end of the hallways, along with some trash cans and recyclables. That way, students don't have to walk all over the building to try and get a print job that they may have. Right now, we're looking at a back hallway that will take students back down to the dining commons, the first floor. And then we're going to proceed down to the rest of the hallway, as both sides of this hallway are lined with classes. As we're coming towards the end of the hallway, I apologize for the glare, as our custodians have just done a phenomenal job waxing our floors, and the sun is shining beautifully outside today, and so therefore we're getting quite the glare as we move towards the end of the hallway. As we get into the stairwell, here again we'll see the set of stairs that goes up to the third floor, and if one needs to go down to the first floor, you may take this staircase down. We're now going to take our tour to the top floor of our building, the third floor. In order to get there, we're going to go back to the beginning of the second floor and take the staircase that you saw right at the beginning of the second floor hallway in our last clip, and take the stairwell up to the third floor. And this third floor is very simple. We have the least amount of classrooms, and we have the least amount of content areas on this floor. So it is very difficult to be confused on this one. As we approach the door to get into that third floor, you're going to see just to the left is our elevator, and as we pan to the right, the ramp, and a small set of steps just before us. This floor consists of only science. As we move through the hallway, you can see the only set of bathrooms on the third floor, with the ladies' room on the right, gentlemen on the left. And as we pan back down the hallway, we have 2 science classrooms on the left-hand side of the hallway, and the remaining science classrooms and the labs on the right-hand side of the hallway. This hallway is actually built for expansion at Hampden Academy. In the event that Hampden Academy gets too large for its design number of students, we have the ability to expand and build classrooms on the left-hand side of our building. That would give us 3 full floors of classrooms. Right now, we're just looking at a wall, but the structure is there, everything is there, so that we have the ability, if in fact we need to do that down the road. But again, this is just the science floor, labs in the classrooms over on the right, and 2 classrooms on the left. You can see now that we're headed to the stairwell so that we can make our way back down. You've now seen 3 floors of our building. It's time to look at some additional areas, and we're going to begin with our library, which is actually located on the second floor. We're going to start that at the mezzanine, and if we were to look over to our right, more so behind us, you'll see the entrance to the library. Reasons that you'll want to go into the library: obviously to check out books. We have a number of magazines, newspaper. We also have some small conference rooms within the library that students have the ability to sign out during a particular class or study hall. As you can see, right here is one of those rooms, and can't really see the next one with the light off, but this would be another one. You have a couple more within the library itself. but those would be checked out as you come in and obviously upon availability. There may be study halls assigned to the library, and there are 2 bathrooms, single-use bathrooms, located in the library. Just happened to see it in the last hallway that we were just in as we were looking at the 2 conference rooms. The next area we're going to check out is our Performing Arts Center. We're going to focus on the first floor and the stage. Again, to make things easier, we're going to start this process in the main lobby, and we're going to move towards the dining commons. As we're looking at right now, we have our east side entrance on the first floor. We pan to the left past the ticket booth. We have our west side entrance. We're going to take this one for now. Performing Arts Center is a difficult place to record with this camera that I have because of the lighting itself. So we'll just walk down the alleyway here so that you can see it a bit, and then we're going to move right on to the stage itself and pan the stage. So we have chairs upstairs and downstairs, and we've got about 600 seats downstairs and approximately 300 seats upstairs. So we're going to move to the upstairs, and we're going to access that upstairs from that second floor mezzanine. Here again, we have the east side entrance and the west side entrance. We're going to take the east side entrance this time and head into the balcony portion of the Performing Arts Center. You can see it looks very similar, but as we turn the corner and check out the seats, you're going to find that we have about half the seats upstairs as we do downstairs. During the school year, we do have a few different all-school events which would require us to use the balcony. So we want to make sure that you could see it, but more often than not, this area is locked. I've referenced this next area a bit, but you haven't seen it. So we're going to move into our David J. Grenier Dining Commons here at Hampden Academy. Right now it looks a little different because the tables aren't down, but you're going to see it as a wide open area where we will have tables and individual chairs. We always ask at the end of our last lunch period for students to put their chairs up. So please be ready for that so we can help our custodians. That way they don't have to pick them all up at the end of the day. In the dining commons, everyone wants to know, where do I get my food? So here we are, we're looking at the serving area of the kitchen. As we proceed to the windows, we have 3 different windows that serve a variety of food items. On the left-hand side is our daily salad bar. The right-hand side are the windows. We have drink area on the left, and straight ahead you can see the cash registers. That's where the kitchen staff will cash you out, and you can proceed to the table to eat. Next area will be our gymnasium, otherwise known as a stable. We're going to access this through our dining commons. As we pan throughout the gym, you can see it's quite empty right now. Bleachers are pulled all the way in. We're also going to take this camera to the other side of the gym because we want to be able to find out where the locker rooms are. So in order to access that, we're just going to flip to the other side of the dining commons and enter through those doors. See the same exact thing, but just from an opposite perspective. And as we walk along the end line of the basketball court, we're going to come up first to the entrance to the boys' locker room on our right-hand side, just beyond the brown door. As we proceed past the 2 phys ed teacher offices, we are moving towards the girls' locker room and athletic trainer area. We're looking at right now the athletic trainer's room, and just beyond that is the ladies' locker room. Within the gym, you're going to see our school song hung. There will be competitions, I promise. Here it is. Please memorize it. You're going to be asked to sing it and sing it loud and proud. Moving from the gym to what we consider our multi-purpose room. Our multi-purpose room is located on the first floor, just beyond that serving area that we were in. The multi-purpose room serves multiple purposes. We have a tendency of holding many meetings here. We have phys ed classes. Other classes sign this area out. And this is where we also have our school dances when we have those. It has been very beneficial to us, and certainly individual team practices have taken advantage of it. Speaking of team practices and taking advantage of it, we have our fitness center. We went down the hallway, but now we're actually going to go into the fitness center itself. This fitness center is staffed after school for students by one of our staff members so that all students have the ability to use it. You will find a variety of machines and weights here, and we have had a number of people take advantage of this and really have enjoyed having this available to us. So this is ending the video at this point. Hopefully we've answered some of your questions and helped ease your mind as you come into the school. We can't wait to see you, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email. Have a great summer.